Old Revere.
Life a series of swerves, so you gotta start to stack up your chips for those eventual heights and falls. Notice I said falls like 3 or 12. Let's delve into the basis of things that we face on the pace with economic, social plights. We're in a dog fight, living in a mind cage, a fight for life, that's right. It's not easy climbing ladders of adulthood within a country that's in a dull mood. You can die without food or through the wrong clue. True Jackson, this not the Disney scene, shit's me. We cry for those who fat cat while we scream and make a scene. So we go ahead and create a super team to gain a win off the back of sin. Walk a mile in a moccasin so they can't bully moccasin until you can like children. But I can't have that unwanted subscription. I only subscribe to get dreams off aspirations. For those I say
I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything.
before the continue, insert coin. Back to split, legging hits to the groin. Live in Mortal Kombat vs. Shao Kahn. Resemble dad and mom just to face my fear. I had not to care to conquer life. Needed balls, bollocks, cojones to embrace aloneness. Hearing your life's less made my decisions lifeless, but I digress. You 90s rulers of life a mess by your behest. We do all what you say for a quest. Intention the best creates intended tension. Thinking there's secrets in the Snowden. Mad after facts out and about, so we spout hate to what we create. An endless cycle, the fate we articulate, capitulate. Forward checkmate on a checkerboard, rise on a ripcord. To see pots, pans, looking up for fellow follow fans who sing praise and worship under all. But we can't have that unwanted subscription. We only subscribe to accomplish aspirations for those we say
I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything.
enough with heated one-side debates, which deflate senses of sanity like watching Hannity. He is I and I is him. A Jay-Z hymn, sim, pot of neck, heck lyrics, release the soul, let it go, 88. But I'm far from a broke state of mind where money's based on time. I'm based on 40, kill yourself for 5 fat 40s, let me get together. Let's go, positive, charge atom, good rewards, not only hang on keys or outside threes. Surround sound defense, accomplish all you wish in a day where maybe a 15 gets you on one spot on top, but that's a fractional possibility. You feeling me? It's not easy being in a circle, feeling square as I try angles to start in the game. But I had to stay sane, almost took myself out the game for infamous fame. But she saved me so I didn't have to subscribe to that unwanted subscription. This is our time and hope the new world rulers band up and say
I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything.
the B1 Night Rider is in the building on the Lord's Day. At least that's what they call it. At least that's what they call it. I don't know about the Lord, but the Lord was shining on them down in DC yesterday. I know they were. The weather was beautiful from the pictures I saw. The event was great. They had extra speakers. Shout out to Dewan B and Connie, Jade, Tariq, everybody that was down there. I'm glad y'all had fun. I had to be the provider this weekend. I had to be the provider. Wish I could have went, but you know, can't dwell on the past. We can only move forward. Hope a lot of y'all that were there did a lot of networking, and we can get out of this global PC system and have our own self-sustaining economy. and the fight is on for reparations. So y'all know how we do it out here. Special Sunday broadcast. Special Sunday broadcast. We gonna talk. Y'all saw the title. Hey, baby, give it to me one time. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, the B1 Night Rider is in the building. This is what we're gonna talk about today, folks. Armageddon. Armageddon. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't know what that term is, so I'll quickly explain it. This is a term that I came up with in 2020. I didn't use it a lot because I thought that there would have been the change in 2020 where the Democrats would have lost a lot of power, but unfortunately they didn't. But these midterms look like it's going to be that. So Armageddon is basically, they like to say the red wave or red tsunami. I came up with Armageddon because this might be apocalyptic on Tuesday. Because these two that you see on the screen, if they lose, that's going to signal the end of the Democratic Party. Because these two have been the superstar candidates that everybody likes to bring up. Yeah. So, as I was saying, when Stacey and Beto go down, Democrats will not have a lot of power. And a lot of that lefty BS that they pull will be null and void. Now, how did we get here, folks? Well, somebody at the Atlantic decided to be a rogue and put out an opinion piece. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. It says, sorry, I was reading it beforehand. I know. So it says Stacey Abrams, Beto O'Rourke dubbed superstar losers by Atlantic writer. This was written by Alexander Hall on Wednesday. Motherfucker. Why did it do that? Okay, there we go. Atlantic staff writer Jacob Stern lampooned Democrats Beto O'Rourke and Stacey Abrams Tuesday for becoming famous by losing elections, coining the term superstar losers to describe them. Stern observed that O'Rourke and Abrams are among the country's best-known political figures, better known than almost any sitting governor or U.S. senator, yet they have become so well-known not by winning big elections, but by losing them. The Atlantic writer described both Democrats as part of a trend he coined the superstar loser phenomenon in politics. After serving 10 years in the Georgia House of Representatives, Abrams rose to prominence in 2018 when she ran unsuccessfully for the governorship. O'Rourke served 3 terms as a Texas congressman before running unsuccessfully for the Senate, then the presidency, he recounted. And they are both running again this year, Abrams for governor of Georgia, O'Rourke for governor of Texas. They are perhaps the 2 greatest exponents of a particular phenomenon in American politics, that of the superstar loser. Part of the phenomenon's prominence, he suggested, comes from the fact that social media allows people to remain powerful public figures even after they lost their elections. Quote, even when the campaign ends, no one can stop you from posting, he noted. He also observed that losing to a disliked member of the opposing political party can still be a credential in its own right. Quote, whether because they outperform expectations or because of what they're up against, those candidates and their supporters are then able to frame losses as moral victories. Sometimes, as for Abrams supporters, that means framing the defeat as the outcome of an unjust system, he wrote. Other times, as for O'Rourke supporters, that means framing an unexpectedly good performance in an unfavorable state as a sign of things to come. Yet they have all them California heads over there, but he can't win an election. I ain't gonna believe that. But all right. Here we go. Stern added, this perhaps is one reason superstar loserdom has so far skewed Democratic political scientists told me. Democrats desperately want to take advantage of some red states that have been trending purple, or perhaps the disparity is a product of our post-Trumpian moment, or perhaps something else entirely. Yeah, it's called they
all they do is pander to the smallest groups, but the groups that they need to talk to and get legislation and agenda done for, they like to ignore them. I wonder who their top ignored group is. But okay. In the career, he said that one Republican candidate who seemed like a fitting equivalent to O'Rourke and Abrams actually has a better chance of winning. Quote, this election could produce Republicans' answer to Abrams and O'Rourke. But John James, the Michigan conservative who has made 2 failed bids for the Senate and was the one contemporary Republican superstar loser political scientist mentioned to me, sees poised to win his congressional race this year, he wrote. There's a kind of sorts for so-called superstar losers, he noted. Politically speaking, they don't survive long enough to let anyone down. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, yeah, like I said, this dude just went rogue. Shout out. Let's see who's in here. CRU, Realty FBA, B1, Black Revelations 2, salute to you, sir. Salute to you. And Flournoy and Codified Trucking, salute to you on Patreon. Yes, folks. Tuesday is going to be fun. And for those who don't know, Tuesday, I will be streaming the coverage of Super Tuesday live right here on the channel. So while you're listening to me talk, you can go on the page, just click my avatar, and make sure you stay notified of what's going on Tuesday night. And I might have some guests rolling in. And of course they limited my video already, and I barely said anything. All right, of course you did. But yes, Tuesday night, 7 p.m., we are going to be streaming Super Tuesday coverage live because I need to see this loss in real time. I need to see these losses in real time because there are, folks, a few races that I am looking at for the future of B1 society here in America. Not only, of course, Georgia and Texas, but also I'm paying particular attention. And I know I haven't mentioned this a lot on the channel, but I'm paying particular attention to that race out in Arizona with Kari Lake and Katie Hobbs. I'm paying particular attention to that. I'm also paying attention to Wisconsin Senate race between Ron Johnson and Mandela Barnes. Mandela Barnes cannot get in. Milwaukee B1, I need y'all to come outside and make sure Mandela Barnes does not get in. He's another one of them Soros plants. He cannot get in. I'm also looking at that New York governor race between Zeldin and Hochul. Let's see. 007 Spidey 2. Let's not forget Wisconsin. I just mentioned Wisconsin. You just came in after I mentioned it. I'm also looking at the DMV. That's like number 3 on my list right now. No, number 2. Number 3 is the Mandela Barnes race. But number 2, Dan Cox pause. He needs to get in. I don't like the Republicans like that, but he got to get in. If Westmore gets it, Baltimore is dead. Baltimore is going to become what they've envisioned Baltimore to be forever. It's going to look like downtown Baltimore all over the place. That means black folks are not going to be able to afford it. Can't have that. So watch that. And there was one other race. Orlando. Aramis Ayala, another Soros plant. She can't get in. I think she's going for attorney general. She can't get in. But let's get to Georgia, folks. Let's start breaking this down. So Georgia, they say the race is tight right now. That's what they say. You know, let them tell it down here. Now they're saying Warnock's up 6 points. This was 5 days ago. They said Warnock was up 6 points on Herschel. Okay. I still think he'll squeak it out, which means he'll probably go to a runner. But Stacey, from last I checked, they said she was down by as much as 10 points. Well, here we go. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Now, this poll was from November 3rd. Now, this poll was from November 3rd. So, you know, polls change every day. So it says Governor Brian Kemp is on track to win his reelection bid against Stacey Abrams, a new 11 Alive poll indicates. And folks, when I show you the Survey USA polls, there's some numbers in there that y'all got to watch. This might be fun. The Georgia governor has generally tracked ahead of Abrams in polling across the last few months, with our newest poll showing a widening lead compared to our last poll of this race in early October. The newest poll was conducted for 11 Alive by Survey USA between October 29th and November 2nd among 1,171 likely November Georgia voters. It shows Kemp with 52% support, with Abrams at 45% and liberal Shane Hazel at 1% and another 2% undecided. It tracks fairly close to recent other polling. The Real Clear Politics polling average has Kemp at roughly 52%, 51.7, and Abrams at 43.2. The results suggest that the governor could have a chance to avoid a runoff on election night, which would require clearing the 50% plus a 1 vote threshold. Additionally, Survey USA took polling on favorability. Kemp registered a 45% favorable, 32% unfavorable spread, while Abrams was at 37% favorable against 46% unfavorable. Folks, they said she's overwhelmingly unfavorable. 37 favorable, 46 unfavorable. So it says full Georgia governor poll results. So like I said, little girl, hang on 1 second. Kids. Anyway, like I said, 1,171 likely November Georgia voters, margin of error 3.7, 53% female, 47% male, 61% white, 29% black. You see, oh, Jesus Christ, they just love talking to white people. All right. 5% Hispanic, 5% Asian or other, 42% Republican, 41% Democrat, 15% independent. And the 2 that's undecided. Question: if no November election for Georgia governor were today and you were filling out your ballot right now, who would you vote for? Brian Kemp at 52, Stacey at 45, Shane Hazel at 1, undecided 2. We read that already. Favorability results. Is your overall opinion Brian Kemp unfavorable? 45-32. We read all that. Here we go. Abrams potentially has more room for improvement. She can drive turnout. She leads among voters who said they were only probably going to vote. 49-44. She also had a slight lead among those who said they already voted. 51-49. Kemp leads among those who said they were 100% certain to vote. 56-41. So these are the early tallies. She might be ahead, but these are the Tuesday voters. Kemp is strong with self-identifying independent voters. This is my block. That block of voters who make up 15% of respondents in the head-to-head questioning favored him 54-39 over Abrams. I prefer reparations myself, but it is what it is. Racial breakdown. White voters prefer Kemp 74-23. Black voters prefer Abrams 90-9. Hispanic voters prefer Kemp 50-41. And Asians and other voters prefer Abrams 59-36. Now, you know them Asians gonna vote for it. We know this because remember, she's been promising them tangibles for a decade, and they're gonna come collect. Gender breakdown. The female preference was split 49-49, while male voters preferred Kemp 55-41. Folks, send this to all them Stacey Abrams, Kerry Washington dancers. Please send this to them. All that pandering she did to black men, and we still are going to Kemp. But the females who she's been sitting there bringing down here, she done brought Kerry Washington, she done brought Oprah, she brought that Conifer Lewis, and now I saw another video where she brought down Natalie Portman. I don't even know how the hell she know Natalie Portman, but all right. It's still split. So please don't tell me that black men do not have an influence on elections. Please don't do this. Please don't. You see it right there. I'll read it again. Gender breakdown. The female preference was split 49-49, while male voters preferred Kemp 55-41. So women are voting with their men. Here we go. Split ticket signs. It remains to be seen if split ticket voting actually registers as a factor in Georgia in 2022. But this poll had Kemp winning 11% of voters who said they planned to vote for Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock, while Abrams had the support of just 2% of respondents who said they planned to vote for Republican Herschel Walker. Among Democratic responders, Kemp had a 6% preference, while among Republican responders, Abrams had a 3% preference. Let's read that again. Kemp winning 11% of voters who said they planned to vote for Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. This smells like white liberals. This smells like white liberals right here. This sentence. Kemp winning 11% of voters who said they planned to vote for Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. This smells like white liberals. While Abrams had the support of just 2% of respondents who said they planned to vote for Republican Herschel Walker. These are the old farts. These are the old niggas who don't like the cut of Warnock's jib. These are probably the 2% that watched the Warnock Walker debate and thought that he won. Among Democratic responders, Kemp had a 6% preference, while among Republican responders, Abrams had a 3% preference. So Kemp is making more concessions and favorability to the other side than Stacey is in a Republican state. Black Light Revelation, you wrong for that. Anyone who votes for Herschel should fill out their ballot with a crayon in honor of his brain. Hey, Junior Walker is going to be our senator. I feel it. Even if it goes to a runoff, I feel like he's going to be our senator. Them good old boys, I tell you, he's going to be the closest thing to Trump, unless Trump runs. And Flournoy said, they're setting up black men to blame, just like Russia. They have no new tricks. Hey, and Flournoy, of course, you know this. But us in black society, yes, I had to switch to yellow for this one. We have a response to that.
some fun. You're gonna have me some fun. You're gonna have me some fun. You're gonna have me some fun.
What was that?
Yes, we're gonna have us some fun. I will do the most bowing. I will bow like a Japanese person on a Soul Train line. Yes, I will. There will be so much bowing. Matter of fact, we gonna start right now. When she loses, I will be doing this. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna show you how much I'm gonna own it. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all. We not gonna play with this today, boy. I got this ready for Tuesday night when she loses. When she loses, this is the Chris Jericho champagne. It settled a little bit, but I'm man. Look, I lost the cork. Leave me alone. Look at this here. We gonna get crazy on Tuesday night? We gonna get crazy? What? I might even break out the Marcel Dixon hat real fast. What? I got my mask coming. I'm getting some sparklers tomorrow. Man, when she loses, boy, it's gonna look like New Year's Eve up in here, boy. I'm doing that Kerry Washington dance. I'm doing everything. What? I might even have the baby come in here, put on the coon mask real fast, and we just gonna make a whole party of it. Oh, we gonna do everything, folks. Y'all don't understand. But cheers. Cheers. We saying down the hatch. What? Come on now. But let's get back to being serious, folks. Let's get back to being serious. A little fun time. The hell is this? Oh, you can change orientation now? I did not know that. But you can't do it while live. All right, say less. Anyway. Blacklight Revelations. You the man. John Smith, hello. There was somebody else in here. Oh yeah, Spirit of Truth. Hello. Spirit of Takeoff. I'm sorry. Hello. Blacklight, you wrong for this. When she loses and she walks away, I want to tap her shoulder and say, "Guess you were right. You won't be paying reparations." I want to tap her shoulder and ask her who that white woman was that was standing with her giving out Halloween candy. By the way, I'm going to play that video. That video disturbed me. I'm going to play that video a little while. But let's get back to being serious, folks. So I said, okay, they did the survey, and of course, you know, the news, they just broke down the important things that people want to read about. But folks, I downloaded the poll and I went a little deeper, folks, a little deeper. Folks, there's some things in here that the news did not want to show. So here's the polls, right? Here's the polling. We're going to blow it up a little bit. Here's the polling. Now we're going to go with race and everything. So we're going to go to the second section where it says Georgia will hold an election for governor, United States Senate, and other contests this November. Not every time, and not everyone makes the time to vote in every election. Which best describes you? So, you know, probably not vote 50-50 and all that. Now, look. Now, remember how Stacey used to run around saying how she didn't admit this, but running around acting out of them Asians came out for her. Well, let's see how the Asians are doing, the AAPI. So it says 1,507 registered voters probably will not vote. Okay, we have 7% males, 6% females. All right, whatever. Let's move over to race. So them Asians, 2% probably not gonna vote. 50-50, 24%. Folks, let me read that again. About 50-50 is 24%. So they're still up in the air. Now remember, they said that Stacey had, well, I'll show you that in a little while. 24%. Will vote 14. 100% certain 45. So she's going to get hurt here. If this splits 12, she's going to get destroyed. Because I feel like the 12 that will vote, well, the 12 that won't vote already, that's going to help Kemp and Hazel. But the 12 that do, who knows how they're going to swing. The Hispanics, now look here. Same thing. 29%. So we have 47% of Hispanics are either they're still iffy about voting or they're not gonna vote. That's big. Do you understand how big that is? My bad that if y'all can't really see it. Let me blow this up so y'all can see that I ain't lying to you. Look at this. Right here. We have 47% of an electorate that they polled last week that are still up in the air about voting or are just going to sit home. Blacklight said, wonder if she plans to help Asians knock down affirmative action, that policy to help the white women hand out candy. But Blacklight, yeah, that's part of it. But again, the other part of it is they're not worried so much about affirmative action down here. They want Atlanta. They want the entire city. Jason Black did a broadcast a few weeks ago. He played a Fox 5 news segment with Dustin Hillis, this a-hole that basically on the business council, had an Asian go up there and basically blame black folks for the crime. Late night in Atlanta. They want Atlanta. From them saying in 2020 when Biden and Harris got in, they said they're coming for Atlanta. Now you have the Asians saying that it's our fault because they're the only group in this country without a major city to call their own. Hell, even Kamami's people have Michigan. They got Dearborn and East Langston. They did it to New York and just steps away from doing it to Chicago. Not so much the Asians. That's more the Hispanics, but yeah. But again, folks, go send this to them Stacey riders. The block that she ran over there and was at their siestas and telling them what they're going to do for them tangibly. 47% of them say they're going to stay home. You got 26% of Asians this may be staying home. Now, the Hispanics might hurt Kemp as well because they go conservative. So that might make it a tight race. But I feel like the Hispanics are going to show up on the 8th because knowing them, they don't really do early voting. From what I've experienced working with them over the years, they usually wait till election day to go vote. So I'll keep that I can't wait for these exit polls, man. I cannot wait to see these exit polls, man. I might do a live on that. I can't wait to see those exit polls, man. But let's continue. Let's move over to no, who's the next one? Who's the next one? Here we go. If the November election for Georgia governor were today, you fill out your ballot, who would you vote for? So Kemp is on top, Abrams, Shane Hazel undecided. So we went over those numbers before. Again, this is where I told y'all, here was that split, females to males. Here's that split. But I want y'all to see something. Now look here. So we have age. Now, of course, the young people are going to go for Abrams. We knew this. And the older folk are going to go for Kemp. We knew this. Look at this column right here. Now, this is my age group. Look at this column right here. This is the family column. This is the young working family column. This right here, 35 to 49. The 5 to 6 day work week family. The one that's worried about the crime and the economy and inflation. They're split. That's not good. That's not good for Stacey. Because this, what they also don't want to tell you, this is the group that bangs on her on Twitter and fact checks her when she says dumb things. The only reason why Kemp is not running away with this is because, especially us in B1 society, we don't really rock with the Republicans like that, especially a Southern Republican. But that's damning for her. She didn't even dent this. Like if these two columns were similar, I would say Kemp would be in trouble. But the fact that she's only been skewing the 18 to 34s, that's not good. Now here's, I think the 50. That's the 50. That's the age split. Look how tight this is. She's only lead by 5%. But he's up 18 over here. And of course, they broke it down by race. But look here. The Hispanics are still siding with this man. Even though she went to go pander. But this is the number I want y'all to look at. 7% undecided. Kelvin Black, hello. Watch for B. Nguyen running for Secretary of State. She's not going to win. She ain't going to win. Raffensperger got that on lock. She's not winning that race. Nobody's even talking about her down here. But look at right there, folks. 7% undecided in the Hispanic community. Which will probably, I think, a 5-2 split if they do decide to go vote on Tuesday. So Kemp would be up 57 to 43 on her. No. Yes, 55-43 on her. God. The independents, look at this, 54. Shh. This should scare her as well. 10% of liberals will vote for him. And again, these are mostly probably white liberals. Um, mhm. Here we go. Shit. Oh Lord, here we go. Most important issue. So economy. Kemp whooped their ass. High cost of living, inflation. Kemp whooped their ass. Threats to democracy. That's a liberal talking point. Crime. The only reason why this is close is because she said that she wanted to fund the police. That's the only reason why it was close. It's close. If she was still on that defund the police thing, she would be getting trounced in this. An abortion, of course. Crime plan impact. So 55% of people would vote for her even if crime wasn't a problem. Mm. Stacey, you got to explain this right here. Abortion position impact, a major factor in their vote. 38% of people would still vote for Kemp. That's crazy. A major factor in voting is abortion. 38% of people would still vote for him. You would think that it would be like, look at this number here, 79 to 18 in favor of Stacey. How did it drop that much? I told y'all they don't care about abortion. They really don't. But, let Stacey tell it. Abortion legal always, okay. Legal with exceptions. Illegal, of course. Except rape, incest, and save a life. Never legal. Okay. Figured that's a southern state. 2020 vote, of course. Education. Wow. Stacey. So I wonder why she didn't do the boule. I was wondering why she didn't pull the boule card. I was wondering why she wasn't doing it. Now this makes sense. So education of the people polled, high school 55 to 42, some college 52 to 46, 4-year college degree, Kemp is up 2%. I was wondering why she didn't pull the boule crowd. Because they don't care. They're looking at their wallets, like Kelvin said. They're looking at their wallets. I mean, I'm Flournoy. They're looking at their wallets. Income. So broke people are voting for Stacey, but it's still tight. People that make 40 to 80 and then 80 more. Damn, she's getting. So even rich people down here know. Well, I shouldn't say rich. Even well-to-do people down here know Stacey ain't good for them. They must have saw my video on her talking about she was going to raise taxes. Okay. Homeowners, of course. The ownership, they're going to want the person to stay. The renters go with the person who think they're going to help them get a house. Okay. Urban, of course. suburban, of course. Of course, he was going to win these two. But shout out to Great Black Shark for educating me on this. Now, the urban areas, of course, they're going to vote for Stacey because they tend to go more Democratic. But the suburban areas, which Atlanta has a lot of, and a lot of surrounding counties, they're going for Kemp. And the sticks down in central and southern Georgia are going to go for Kemp. Here we go. Region. Now, of course, like I said, Atlanta's going to go for her. Northwest Georgia, 60. That's the mountains. But that's also the suburbs. In south and eastern Georgia. So that's like the Savannah area and Valdosta, Macon, and all that. They're going to go for Kemp. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's quickly look at the Senate race. So Warnock still has the young voters. Herschel got the older voters. But this is big here. 12% undecided. Might go to a runoff. We'll see. White people are going to vote for Herschel. Black folk going to vote for Warnock. I'm surprised he got 29% white folk, but ooh, this is going to be sexy. With 12% undecided, that's going to be sexy right there. I'm going to have to watch this. The Hispanics might be the vote this year, folks. Unfortunately, they might be the vote. They might be the vote. Let me see. Ooh. This is where it's going to fuck her up. This is where it's going to fuck Warnock up. Tuesday might be the day Warnock loses. There was something else. This might kill Walker. There was something else I wanted to see somewhere. Where is it? So broke people like Warnock. That must be that church crowd. But between 40 and 80 plus, it's close. So there's that. There's some interesting polling data. And Kelvin Black, but the Hispanics won't receive the blame. Laugh out loud. No, because they're all over on. She ain't gonna show her face on no Buford Highway. Are you crazy? They will cuss her out. They don't play them games. And Flournoy said, I'd like to see the calculation of how much per vote did Demwits pay for a Latinx vote. They weren't even really outside of her. I don't even know if Warnock went there. I don't know if he talked to Latins. I know he was at the Gay Pride Parade last month. I know that. But yeah, to keep on with Stacey. Apparently, a top Democrat told her, "I'm going for Kemp." So that could influence some things. So it says top Georgia Democrat snub Stacey Abrams versus Republican Brian Kemp. This dude named Kwanzaa Lewis. Kwanzaa Hall, a former Democratic candidate for lieutenant governor who lost in a runoff to the current Democratic lieutenant governor nominee Charlie Bailey, made his announcement Friday, citing Kemp's ability to make tough decisions in unprecedented circumstances and Jones' plans to reduce crime and improve the state's education system. While we don't agree on every issue, it's abundantly clear that Brian Kemp is a man of character, a strong leader, and someone who Georgians can trust to put them in their interest first, Hall said in this statement. Hall is also a former member of the Atlanta City Council and briefly served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives for Georgia's 5th Congressional District following the death of former Democratic Republican Representative John Lewis, who represented the seat. Recent polls have shown both Kemp and Jones with leads over their opponents in their respective races. Fox News Digital reached out to the Kemp and Abrams campaigns for comment, but only heard back from the formers, who shared a statement he released Friday morning following the endorsement. Quote, I greatly appreciate Congressman Hall's support in this campaign, Kemp said in the statement. Kwanzaa has aptly, I don't know why I can't read today. Kwanzaa has aptly served our capital city and state for many years, and I look forward to working with him and other hardworking Georgians to put political differences aside and keep our state the best place to live, work, and raise a family for the next 4 years. Open source is a good place to look for the financial information about campaign spending. Oh, I've done that already. I did that with the Westmore video I did. That's how I informed the family that Samuel L. Jackson and Howie Mandel and Gwyneth Paltrow, Julie Bowen, Netflix gave that man money. Yeah. But you know how it goes. They don't care. You could look up open secrets too, but we knew this. Soros has his agents all over the place. And it kind of sucks because they're putting out all these black faces out there, and then we're gonna catch it when they lose. It's all good though. I take it. I'll take it. Candidates and office holders. Let's see. Maybe they updated Stacey's. Let's see if they updated Stacey's. I would love to see Brian Kemp. Son of a bitch. So weird. Oh, those are the governors. Oh, let's see who Kemp got money from. I'm curious. He's got a lot of money. They don't tell you. Well, that kind of sucks. All right, whatever. I'll have to look into that later. Maybe I'll do that on Tuesday. Oh, I know the planets are lining up on Flournoy. I know. That's why I'm being hopelessly optimistic. But anything can happen. But let's move over to who I like to call Skateboard B. Let's talk about Skateboard B. Why the hell? Stop screen sharing, God damn it. There you go. Yeah, let's talk about Skateboard B, aka Beto O'Rourke. Now he's in a dog fight too. Uphill climb with how Torian said it, Governor Wheels. Yeah. So Dallas Morning News. Let's just skip all the waffle. Now, he went to a Pride event in Fort Worth. All right. Let's see. So they've been campaigning in North Texas, try to get that endorsement up there. Let's see what Beto says. In the final days in television ads of his campaign, O'Rourke has continued ticking off the reasons he says Abbott has failed Texas, leading the nation in school shootings. That's it. The governor signing the most extreme abortion ban in America. An exodus of teaching talent from public schools. Property taxes have risen $20 billion during Abbott's term. I wonder why. Maybe it has to be the California people coming, but all right. A power grid that O'Rourke says still does not work. Oh, the state hasn't repeated the outage that occurred in 2021 when millions of Texans were left without power or water. Quote, we just can't afford 4 more years of this, Rourke said during an interview with the news. For whatever reason, he's been unable to make any of these things better. In fact, made things worse. Whether you voted for him last time or voted for someone else or have never voted for before, I'm in this for you, O'Rourke continued. And I want to make sure that we can turn the page on Greg Abbott and that we can vote for change. O'Rourke says the issues he talks about, such as abortion rights, the failure to stop mass shootings, and the need to expand Medicaid to improve healthcare access will drive voters to the polls. Right. Economy is the main issue. Yeah, Beto. Yeah, you haven't talked about the economy, sir. I'm just talking for a friend. Beta, Beta O'Rourke. Sorry. I've been reading for like the past 3 hours. I'm sorry. And Abbott spent lots of money for the Latino vote. Yes. And the funny thing is, the Latinos down there don't like illegal immigration. So as long as Abbott kept pumping that into him, he'll win. They don't fucking get it. They don't get it. I keep trying to tell you how they don't get it. But Tuesday they'll find out. They will find out on Tuesday. Can't they type? Okay, here we go. Yeah. No music. I promise you, folks, come Tuesday night when she loses, I am doing this dance on film. This right here. I'm doing this dance on film. She ain't got no goddamn rhythm. Not near one of them. Not near one of them got a rhythm. Look at this. That's a damn shame. They motherfucker, dude. Dude, why they dancing like they dancing in the opening for the last season of the Cosby Show? Kelvin Black said gun stance will kill Beta in Texas. Texas has more guns than any other state. Well, it's gonna kill Stacey here too. You don't think us down here in Georgia remember what she said about guns? And how she pissed off the cops down here. Oh my God, what is this? I almost, you know what, folks? I almost want to risk a copyright. I almost want to. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. I can always cut it out later. I'm going to risk it. I swear to God, this is what I saw. I swear to God, folk, did what I saw initially when I saw that that damn dance they were doing. I swear, I was gonna cut it up real nice. I was gonna stick them in there, but I was like, you know what? I still mess with Brother Cosby. This is what I felt like. That what I felt like, folks. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Go sit down somewhere. Piss me off. Piss me all the way off. I'm like, man. And then y'all want to come back and come talk to me. Oh, yes, we got to play the video, folks. She out here explaining already about the law. She out here explaining. This will be the last thing I do if I get up out of here. This will be the last thing I do before I get up out of here. Shout out to Nicole's View. She out here explaining. Brooklyn Queen 125. Hello. Got the check. Exactly. Folks, she was out here explaining. We got to play for the family. Stacey out here explaining. What is this? I just saw a YouTube short. Stacey got a whopping 343 views amongst 1,075K, etc. shorts. Well, that's kind of like what AOC back in 2020 was sitting on Twitch playing video games talking about politics. And people were like, what the hell are you doing? All right, ma'am. Let's hear the BS you're talking about. Shout out to Nicole's View.
A deep well of enthusiasm for my opponent. We know that Black voters are often discounted. And unfortunately, this year, Black men have been a very targeted population for misinformation, not misinformation.
Don't y'all just love it when Black folks tell on themselves? Don't y'all just love it when Black folks tell on themselves? Let's play that again.
And I do not believe it's because of a deep well of enthusiasm for my opponent. We know that Black voters are often discounted. And unfortunately, this year, Black men have been a very targeted population for misinformation, not misinformation about what they want, but about why they want what they deserve.
One more time. I just want that part.
Information, not misinformation about what they want, but about why they want what they deserve.
What? Misinformation, not misinformation about what they want, but why they deserve what they want. Man, we know what we want. But see, you dumbasses over there on the blue side do not listen. So you try to word salad on MSNBC. Ma'am, we have told you for decades what we want. FBA freedmen have been telling y'all what they want. They want their blood debt paid. They want y'all to leave them the hell alone. They want y'all to come correct. In my case, I'm an independent voter. Do not raise my damn taxes. Don't come to me pandering to me, telling me the other guy is going to raise taxes on me. Yet I can go Google your name and put tax raises, and article after article after article comes up of you 4 years ago saying that some tax raises are good. Then I go Google your opponent and putting tax raises. And I get article after article after article of people reporting that he put a $300 million income tax relief bill that you voted against. They reworked it, and 84 of your 99 Democrat colleagues voted for. Ma'am, you're more concerned with being in the Hollywood eye than doing what you want to do for Georgia. You would much rather call up the DNC and see who they got on standby that could come down to Georgia who don't even live here to come stump for you. Man, the fact that you had Natalie Portman come down here to stump for you when I could be wrong, I've never heard her mention you now one time between your first loss and now. You think that's going to sway us? You chose to bring Kerry Washington down here, whose name is dirt in Black society. You chose to bring Oprah down here, whose name is hella dirt in Black society. If you didn't hate Oprah then, when she did the Mike Jack, the king of music, that just solidified who she was. You brought Obama down here. You brought Barry Soetoro to this state. You didn't bring him around black folks. You brought him to College Park, which they're gentrifying right now. And you had the nerve to let that man go down there and say what he said. But the news tried to make it seem like it was an enthusiastic, electric event. From what I heard on the ground, it wasn't that great. Ma'am, if it was that great, Biden would have come down here himself. Biden didn't show up. Kamami didn't show up. That should tell you something. You get destroyed on Tuesday, you may not even make them debate stages next year. Now, if you lose close again, you get to go bitch and moan and complain again. Cool. You'll be on the debate stage. If you lose by conservatively, if you lose between 8 to 12 points, you're not going to make that debate stage. They're done with you. You can go be president of the earth on Star Trek Discovery. You can have fun. But your career as a politician will be over. And trust and believe, we know how palm color society works. They will make sure those other lawsuits you got on right now, they're going to expedite that. Fannie Wills might Rico yo butt. Ma'am. But you had a little more to say. Let's see what else you said.
And my campaign has been the only one that has very intentionally, thoughtfully, and consistently reached out. That has been misconstrued as concern when it indeed is just respect.
Ma'am, we'll give you credit. You brought out black voters. We'll give you credit on that. Yes, you did. But again, and this is NBC News, the same people who did not want that nice little article about you cultivating a 10-year relationship with AAPI. They did not want that to come out. That's why they put it on their website, not on the news, because they know what would have happened. If they would have put that on the TV, Stacey, you wouldn't even be in this race. But okay, we'll give you your credit. I will explain that in a second, M. Flournoy. We'll give you credit. You brought out 1 million black folks to go vote in 2018. We'll give you your credit. Ma'am, you lost your race, correct? Yes, you did, because you're not governor now. 2019, you sat on the Grio, a non-FBA news platform. The host, who is not FBA, asked you point blank to your face, Miss Mississippi, whose parents are of the clergy, do black people deserve reparations? You said, out of your own gap, I believe reparations should be for black people and Native Americans. That ain't what he asked you. That's not what he asked you. He asked you specifically for black people. So you already were strike one. Strike two, you decided to run your mouth during the 2020 election cycle talking about voter suppression. You had the advantage of 2020 being a chaotic year and things were getting upended. You had that advantage. You and the Democrats, y'all had that advantage. Y'all can run around and say that the computers were messed up and there were long lines. And early voting, y'all had that. Y'all had the advantage of early voting. Which one of them candidates ran away with it? I'm asking for a friend. The only one who had a lead that they could wipe their brow with was Orsoff. Warnock had to go to a runoff, folks. Biden won by only 12,000 votes in Georgia. 11,000, I'm sorry. But you ran around and said voter suppression. Then you and Biden ran outside and said, "Oh, black people got me over the hump, got Biden in. Black people, you were here for me, and I'm here. I'll be here for you." Yeah, 2 years later, how's that working? Biden, how's that working? Don't think I didn't forget about you, sir.
Insult to my existence.
But anyway, you did that. Now, Kempton went and changed the laws. Okay. Again, 2020 was a chaotic year. He didn't change the laws, gave y'all some provisions, took some away. You went outside and still talked about voter suppression. Hell, even during the 2020 election cycle, you got some of your people arrested at the Capitol building. Okay. Laws get changed. You decide to go on TV talking about how it's oppressive and it don't help black folks. Delta, Coca-Cola. I even think some people at Turner were talking about walking out. Home Depot and a couple other businesses down here talking about, oh, we're gonna pull out our stores because this is oppressive and we ain't agree with it. Between that and the abortion law, MLB pulls their game. We lose millions of dollars down here. The draft is gone. Lose millions of dollars down here. Music Midtown, big festival from what I hear, loses millions of dollars. So we're talking almost $100 million between them three events that Atlanta and the metro area did not get, and the state. Yo ass went on TV. Somebody asked you about that. Why did you call for a boycott? You try to lie and say you didn't. Ma'am, you were in the front of it with all these companies when they said what they said and they were making their decisions. You didn't tell them to ease up. When it started getting national traction, you knew it was going to come back on you, so you try to get ahead of it. We weren't going to let you forget that because they kept playing you saying voter suppression back in 2020. So you took tens of millions of dollars away from the state because you were pissed off that you couldn't get water on a line to go vote. When it would have cost you $10 to get a sandwich from Publix and a gallon of water, you'd have been straight. So you're basically trying to say that people down here have no money. Okay. Then you start doing these photo ops at these schools with no face panties on. Made all the kids get all the face panties. You got killed for that. You screened racism. Yes, you did. You pissed off white folk. We move forward. We're here now. You ran again. You go to that debate, that first one. You basically said nothing in that first debate. You regurgitated what you did in 2018. And we weren't going to fall for it because you and your people seem to forget there's a such thing online called new black media. It seems like you Democrats forget that the internet is a thing. We've been putting your stuff out there for years, man. Anybody could go search and find out what you've been doing. You lost a lawsuit to an Obama appointed judge. That was hilarious. New Georgia Project gets sued, folks. Oh, we're gonna talk about it because this Stacey Abrams is really. I'll be so glad when she loses and she goes away. Y'all right now getting sued because y'all were getting money and funneling it out from a Soros-backed organization. Ma'am, do you realize that the Georgia prosecutors still have your case? And if you lose, they're going to spring on that case. Oh, you don't believe me? All right. I figured you would have said that, Stacey. You don't believe me. It's trumped up charges, right? Yeah. It's trumped up charges, right? Boom. A 3-minute read. I'll put it in the chat. Stacey. Georgia, potential vote fraud case handed to prosecutors. Georgia election officials said they're referring to possible criminal prosecution, a potential voter fraud case involving a group recently linked to one of the state's new Democratic U.S. senators, the New Georgia Project. U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock, a Democrat elected to the Senate last month, named as a respondent in the case because of his former ties to the group, the New Georgia Project. Who runs New Georgia Project, ladies and gentlemen? Say with me if you know the name. Stacey Abrams.
This is a sick Negro.
Let's move on. It's among 35 cases involving potential violations of election law being sent from the state election board to the attorney general or local prosecutors, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger said in the statement Thursday. Now, again, this is back in 2021. The New Georgia Project, which bills itself as a nonpartisan effort to register voters, is accused of submitting 1,268 voter registration applications after the 10-day deadline to do so. The missed deadline caused voters to be disenfranchised in the March 19, 2019 special election, according to Raffensperger's statement. Really? Let's read that again. The New Georgia Project, which builds itself as a nonpartisan effort to register voters who they go overwhelmingly Democrat, is accused of submitting 1,268 voter registration applications after the 10-day deadline to do so. The missed deadline caused voters to be disenfranchised in the March 19, 2019 special election, according to Raffensperger's statement. Now, I don't know why the hell they put this paragraph twice, but okay. Warnock was listed as the CEO of the New Georgia Project at the time, but the organization said his actual position was chairman of its board. He resigned from that post on January 28th, 2020. The New Georgia Project was founded by Democrat Stacey Abrams in 2014. It has registered nearly 500,000 people from underrepresented communities to vote in Georgia. The group also advocates for civil and human rights and works to advance justice on behalf of historically marginalized communities. It's in a recent news release. Also among the cases being referred to prosecutors, some of which date back several years, 4 instances of felons voting or registering to vote, 4 cases of non-citizens voting or registering to vote, and 1 case of misplaced ballots during the 2020 general election, which didn't change the outcome, Raffensperger said in a statement. Election fraud is not tolerated in Georgia. When there is evidence of it, the people responsible face prosecution, said Raffensperger, chairman of the 5-member election board. You were saying, Stacey. You were saying. You're welcome, M. Flournoy. Cyberdyne 100, hello. John Smith said, so I guess the progressive liberals, Democrats, proud defeat of Obama's my brothers, keep it to help out these young brothers, misinformation according to Stacey Abrams. These Dems are crazy. Nah. Well, you gotta remember, they sued Obama for that. Women sued Obama for that. Yeah. But let Stacey tell us she was advocating for us. Yeah. But then when Kemp went to go talk with black businessmen, she started tweeting like a scorned lover, talking about how much money he got. Yeah. Narmer X, hello. I can't prove it, but in my opinion, there's high amounts of election fraud in New York City. Well, again, remember, they tried to get 800,000 illegals to be able to vote, and they struck that down. In New York City, they don't check for anything. You literally just show them any kind of ID and they let you vote. Well, I mean, I voted in 2020 up there and they scanned my ID. They had an iPad set up. They scanned your ID. So I guess it depends on where you live. And this was in Brooklyn. So yeah. But Stacey, you're telling lies again. Don't lie. Please don't lie. Please don't lie. Do not lie. Do not lie. Tis okay. Tis okay. But she likes to do her suing as well. What is this? This is real time, folks. Execs at Stacey Abrams founded group Wade digging up racism charges to fire white employee. folk, I'm not even lying. I went to go look up. I was looking up some more lawsuits for Georgia Project. I just found this. This girl has insight into our inner workings, said a new Georgia Project exec. She goes to the Secretary of State pissing out of her eyes about some ish, and we're cooked. Let's read this. Let's read this. This seems interesting, folks. Yeah. Oh, okay. So they use it in Harlem. All right. Well, I guess maybe it depends on which neighborhood it is. I know they don't play in Brooklyn like that because you know you got white liberals running around in the real estate agents. But let's read this story. This seems this does yes CRU. It does seem like an interesting read. Uh-oh. Stacey. Oh, damn, New Gingrich. God, dog. You got it. First on Fox, executives at the Stacey Abrams founded New Georgia Project weighed digging up racism charges to justify potentially firing a white employee, according to internal conversations. Who the hell got this? Fox News Digital obtained screenshots of signal messages between NGPC suite leaders, including CEO Kendra Cotton, Chief Field and Organizing Officer Kieran Blair, and CTO Gabe Posey. Let's see what Kendra Cotton looks like. Huh. She's on the Chrism Political Action Council. Really? She has 20 years of experience. Ooh, folk. We may have to do a little detour. Y'all got to see what Kendra looks like. And y'all can tell me. Here you go. That's Kendra. Let's see who they're endorsing. Chantel Brown. Okay, I know you. Aaron Ford, I've heard of you. Mandela Barnes. Mandela Barnes. Val Demings. Just gets better and better. All right, Andre Dickens, he's all right for now. Warnock, Charles Booker, that coon. All right. Stacey Abrams, all right. And John Ossoff. I don't know why I keep saying Orsoff. Well. That's an interesting cadre of characters. But let's go back to this article. This article is getting very spicy. Chief Field and I read that. The conversation sheds light on how its leaders discuss cutting ties with their executive administrator in a manner that does not fall apart under scrutiny because, quote, young, white, seemingly progressive lesbian women / men do not go quietly into the night. LGBT, come outside. I need y'all to come into the circle. This has something to do with you. LGBT, I need y'all to come outside and I need y'all to explain this. Atlanta, LGBT, I need y'all to come out here. Y'all love y'all some Stacey Abrams, boy. Get outside. one of your people are being attacked. B Malsby, hello. Good afternoon. Narmer X. It's really sad how many non-FBA candidates to the left gives us. Well, they're the party of inclusion. Remember, that's what Biden said. I'm going to have the most inclusive administration in history. Uh, 007 Spidey 2 said, black people here in Milwaukee do not mess with Mandela. I hope not. That's dangerous if he gets it. Anyway, a source familiar with the C-suite inner workings who shared the conversation with Fox News Digital said that the quote t-shirt debacle chat stemmed from the employee in question placing an order for shirts in which the organization already had a surplus. Sounds like there was no communication there. So the executive secretary or office manager, y'all didn't communicate with her. All right. They have the text message. Here it goes. Says sourcing not green light the spending of $8K without my approval. Like today guy texts me to ask if he has my approval and put in a request. Get small to small refrigerators for office. So she put in for a quote. She could have possibly put in for approval prior to it being fulfilled, which means she will file for wrongful termination over this. And somebody liked it. Okay. If we're going to fire or term her, then let's make a strategic plan to do so. And as Irvin often says, make sure we get it right. Son of a bitch. It can't be based on something that falls apart with scrutiny. It has been my experience that young, white, seemingly progressive lesbian women / men do not go quietly on their own. Isn't a lesbian man a guy who likes women, but whatever. I think we would do well to take a moment, have a conversation, make a plan of work to move people out, maybe even help find places for them to land. Oh, they're so nice. Wow. And she will add on the BS about Nisei infantilizing and bullying her for being white. It's the only reason she is still here. I need to calm that ish down. I'm basically a lesbian myself, so I can say that part, laugh out loud, just trying to make sure folks see where I'm coming from. So Karan is a woman. Wait a minute. Maybe it's Caron. I got to see what she looked like. He said, I'm basically a lesbian. It's a dude. Lord. Wow. I'm basically a lesbian myself. Sir, you're a man that likes women. What's the problem? Why didn't you just say that? Okay. But if we pull this trigger, she's going to make the case for retaliation. Randall Frazier walks in and says, which is why we eliminate the position and move on. Well, that's the thing. That position is needed. She's an exec administrator for the C-suite. We determined that she is. Randall, this is not business. This is very visible politics. Stacey, you better get off you better go clean your office up. Stacey. And Fortnite said, was this a domestic issue? No, apparently it looks like she made an order for t-shirts that they didn't need. And considering that she's white, they want to make an example out of her and fire her. But if they fire her, they're saying that she might be of the LGBT persuasion and they will listen to her. So they're trying to find a way to fire her where I hate when it does that. Anyway, yeah. This is getting interesting. This girl has had insight into our inner workings. She goes to the SOS, the Secretary of State, pissing out of her eyes about some ish, and we're cooked. Karan said, "That's my point. If we want to do it, we build the case, we document, we help her find another place, hold her hand out." Kendra said, "This ish will be front page AJC." Well, no, ma'am, you were quite wrong on that. It ended up on Fox News. So you're going to have to explain that. And it's funny that this came out 2 days before the election. Ooh, ooh, I'm going to be petty. I'm gonna be petty, folks. I'm sending this to Stacey. Stacey, need you to come outside. Hey, explain your office to the constituents. And if you have Twitter, you can go verify that I sent her this. It's insinuating it was a cat fight. No, they're trying to turn her into a Karen. Norma, I said they can find a way. Just say she's not performing up to their standards is easy. Well, that's why they said they're going to document everything. But apparently, she must have been doing a good job. But I think maybe they want that office to be be all black, and maybe this is a way to get her out. I don't know. And this is not hyperbole. They have more. Randall says enough. Kendra said, one who may bring a discrimination lawsuit, we cannot take that heat. You mean Stacey can't take that heat? Randall Frazier, Sharon and Yoli can pick up the slack. Karan said, not the fix. Randall Frazier said, anyone can bring a suit. Now on the position, we shouldn't ignore that the position has been a huge help to carry a lot of the work. The person, sure. The position, that's a convo. Kendra said, I do not want her near my butt. She has loose lips that will not be in my emails. Randall says, meanwhile, that we can pull in admin help. We are reorganizing the structure of admin. Kendra said, I don't know what pulling admin help means. People have to be held accountable. Yes, for sure. Let's go a hostile work environment and pull on the racism thread. Stacey, Monday morning, you better get in there and kick butt. Name, I said we do really well in jobs and they still find a way. I wouldn't care if she was doing well. I get what you're saying though. Samuel Logan, hello. He said Torian generally highlights Black Karens. Yeah, but she not famous enough. But this, oh man, Stacey, you got to come get your people. How do we prove the racism that she is perpetrating? That's my big problem, is that organizers feel that she is discriminating against them and that is impacting their work negatively. So you're going to make up lies? Wow, let's do it. Wow. I'm not in that weed, but okay. This was an admin position for my departments because folks complained that they couldn't handle field organization membership and everything else. Kendra said, nah, man, this girl is wealthy and holding debtors. Damn. It's getting worse, folks. The ish she wrote up on this say was scathing and had receipts. Oh no. There's a TV show in this, folks. We are installing systems that make the position redundant, and Sharon can take on some of those tasks. I ain't scared of her age. She will be a problem. That's not something we can fear a suit. And people in the department she's supposed to be helping think she is racist. They also think they are required to go to the white organizer for her to place a request to get anything done. That's a problem. If this was a municipal year, fine. But now with the stakes high, we cannot absorb that PR hit. Stacey, you need to get in that office Monday morning and get your people. Name our ex-brother kid. The cell phone was made to catch people doing crimes. Oh man, I guess these people forgot that you can screenshot this stuff. Oh no, this is getting bad, folks. This is great. You can't send out messages like this. No, this is an internal communication system. But the fact that whoever designed it for the company did not put in a safeguard that you can't screenshot things. That's crazy. I want to know who dropped this because I don't think she dropped this. The executive administrator. I don't think she dropped this. I want to know who dropped this. Texting is more dangerous than real crimes these days. Trust. Oh, I know. That in iCloud. That's why I don't put anything in there. There's more. And this is all the way back in May. The position will remain, not the person. If you don't trust that the admin side will be done well, I am saying I will own it. Karan said, Missy, you would get far before realizing that Black New Georgia Project feel the whites are racist there. Welcome. Build that case at your own risk, but be careful. Missy, you would get far before realizing that Black and New Georgia Project feel the whites are racist there. Welcome. Build that case at your own risk, but be careful. The woman's work is 90% in organizing. I'm hearing an invitation to take the time and build the case. Thank you for the heads up, but if there are concrete instances of someone treating a white organizer's request with priority or Black organizer's request to the point that the Black organizers are filtering their request through the white organizer just to make progress in requests, well, that is a real problem. Who put this out? The feelings are real, but cannot be taken as, I don't know what that says, but we aren't paying her ish in a lump sum. 100%. Yes, you are. Now you are. What did Karan say? This sounds good, but I hear me when I tell you. Damn, they don't have that part. I wanted to see what he said. Ooh, what is this? An NGP spokesperson told Fox News Digital that the New Georgia Project does not believe in drumming up false racism charges to justify firing an employee. Oh, so y'all know about this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. So y'all know about this. Maybe later in the article they'll say if they did anything. That's why when a white employee named Melissa Kofod brought forth alleged charges of racism against a white employee, leadership insisted that the receipts be brought or else it shouldn't go forward. Okay. However, the individual who suggested pulling on a racism thread within the messages was NGP CEO Kendra Cotton. Receipts were not brought forward by Melissa. Leadership moved on, and the employee in question remains gainfully employed as a trusted advisor to senior leadership today. This we can't do to this girl what white folks have been doing. Son of a bitch. Now y'all want to be pro-black. All right. We can't do to this girl what white folks have been doing to us for generations. A message by one of the executives, which the spokesman did not identify when asked by Fox News Digital, said due process is all I'm saying. Executive wrote, we need a record. They have more. Yes, but calling someone racist has to be documented. That's all I'm saying. Where's the letter? Where's the complaint to Billy? We can't do this to the girl. Okay, I read that. Due process is all I'm saying. We need a record. Missy's in this. Wow. Cofer pushed back on NGP's accusation in a statement to Fox News Digital saying, it quote, it's true that organizers at NGP came to me with concerns and I brought them to leadership as I was less than a week into my tenure at this time. This was brought forward at the same time I brought up concerns about an employee's performance, Cofer said. The response I got was that leadership was afraid to discipline this employee due to fears of retaliation because the employee had receipts about the CEO infantilizing and bullying her for being right. So she's talking about the person in question here. The current CEO stated that this girl had insights into our inner workings. She goes to the SOS, pissing her eyes out about some ish, and we are cooked. Also said she was surprised at first how fearful they were of former employees, thinking, why be so scared if you aren't doing anything wrong? Then the CFO was let go after bringing up financial discrepancies, and the elections commission hearings occurred, and I started to get a sense of why the organization was so fearful. Lord. Stacey, if you don't win this election, you're in trouble. There's dirt on you in that building. Yeah, y'all going in the comments. Samuel said snakes in her campaign. No, but this hit is going to be reflected on her come Monday morning and Tuesday. If I'm Kim right now, I'm calling up my press people and I say, you take this and you go out public with it. And you're like, do you expect you want to vote for this? Woman who can't even get her own business straight and you want her to be in charge of your finances? Yeah. Cyberdyne 100 said, love your intelligent continued efforts to help us on the path to understand how politics works. Be one, brother. I appreciate that. It's tough, but I try to make it as easy and as palatable as I can. Hey, make it in line one time again.
Say cut the check.
I know who pushed this out. Warnock. Warnock resigned in 2020, so he's not privy to this. Narmer said, I wouldn't be surprised if the DNC put it out themselves. They probably have an agent in their team. Or if the DNC had a backdoor the messages in the system to begin with, in IT, you have to consider every possibility. Yes, my daughter. Yes. Yes. Got to teach him young. Hey, folk, what if I told you there was more? What if I told you there was more? I bet you there's more. Oh, by the way, folks, when y'all done here and you got a little bit of time, look up the 1630 fund. Go look that up. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Go look this organization up. Man, go look that up later. Let's finish this off. Of course, Abrams is not implicated in suggested plans in the internal conversation, but the messages are not a good look for NGP as it stays face down, heavily predicted GOP gains. She is implicated. Fox News. See, I know what Fox News is trying to do. They're trying to make sure she don't try to come back and say this is a hit piece. But she is implicated because this was the company she founded. And she loves touting New Georgia Project. Every time she talks about registering black voters, this is where it ends. So she is implicated. The messages also give an insight into the priorities. Into the priorities of the higher ups at NGP when making important decisions such as staffing and highlight discord in an organization that has seen quick executive turnover over the past couple of years. Of course, familiar with the C-suite inner workings who share the messages with Fox News, GP has seen 4 CFOs go through the organization in 2 years. In early August, the state's ethics commission ruled that the nonprofit and its affiliated action fund likely sidestepped financial disclosure laws by not reporting millions in election-related spending, including advocating for Abrams during her failed 2018 gubernatorial run, according to the Georgia Recorder. The case will move to the Office of State Administrative, where a judge will release a final decision. Shout out to Houston Keene for putting this out. Are you white or are you black? I'm just curious. I've never heard of you. Yeah, you're a white guy. Stacey. Like M. Flournoy say, you got some explaining to do. No, she doesn't have explaining to do. Yeah, she does. I was trying to give her an out. She does. Stacey. This is not good for you, ma'am. 48 hours before Super Tuesday, and you're getting hammered. This is not good. This is not good. Samuel Logan said, I can believe that cause. Wasn't she in debt prior to running for? Yeah, she was under 200,000 because of her student loans, but now she's worth about $3.5 million. But made sure to go on the debate stage and say Kemp made $3 million while he was in office. Like, why are you pocket watching this man? He won. He was a businessman. He became governor. Is It's not out of the realm of possibility that he would raise his net worth, especially if the state was doing well. But let Stacey tell it. Oh man. By the way, this is coming out again on Tuesday too. We got the Stacey wig. Yeah, we got the Stacey wig. I got to wear this on Tuesday. We got to wear the Stacey wig. Oh Lord. That's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in there too. You guys can go read that again at your leisure. That's crazy. And I know there's gonna be some unicorns out there trying to tell me, oh, this is what they do to us every day. This is just poetic justice. Right. Okay, sir, because you want to play in them white supremacist games. All right. Well, we got a response for that.
See, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, M. Florida. I'm going to get that too. Oh, it's Fox News. It's Fox News. Fox News. It's a hit piece. Guess what, folks? Guess what? Go ahead and tell me it was goddamn Yahoo picked it up. They picked it up. So go ahead and go yell at Yahoo too. This week's gonna be funny. I'm going to enjoy the Democrat tears. Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave. Oh, let me tell you something, folk. Let me tell you something. If the Republicans take the House and Senate on Tuesday, I swear to God, by Friday, Trump is gonna say he's gonna run. Hell, might even be Wednesday morning. He might say some stupid shit like, let's go make America great again. And then everybody goes breaking news. Donald Trump is going to run again in 2024. Yeah, them two networks ain't picking that up. By the way, I'm glad you said that name on. Before I go, I got to talk about Tiffany Cross real fast. I was gonna do a video on it, but I don't even want to waste my time editing and doing that. Samuel Logan said, "Are you going live during the election?" Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be live Tuesday night at 7:00. What the fuck? Where is it? Hey. Yes. You can find this on my page. Just make sure you hit the notify and you'll be straight. Oh, we're going to be ready. And I might have some guests popping in. I know I just confirmed Miss Gray Ape from Twitter. She's going to come on and talk about Nikki Barnes for a little while. I sent it out to the brothers, see if they'll come on. This is going to be fun. Folks, we might be seeing another historic moment. You guys had the rally for reparations. That'd be historic. Do you understand that in 48 hours, we could see finally, after centuries, folks, after a whole century, we could see the end, or at least the significant destruction of the Democratic Party. Do y'all understand that we could be seeing this week? And it happens to also be my birthday week. This would be amazing. This would be an amazing. But my birthday's not till Saturday. This would be amazing. The rally getting all the coverage and getting all the bootlicks and the tethers upset. Then the Democrats getting destroyed. Then my birthday, Lord. And also, I will have on Friday a Veterans Day video. I plan on doing one every year, so I think this will be my second year. So if you're a veteran or you know any veterans, let me know. I'll shout them out in the video. But yeah. Oh, that's gonna be and Florina, you don't know. You don't know how much of a birthday present that'll be. Because I usually buy myself something for my birthday, but I'll take this year. Let's see how that dude won't wait. He'll announce Wednesday, like you said. Shit, the way Trump is, he'll announce at like 12:30 at night. And Florina said, I think the Dems know they're going to lose. I bet they manufacture them stories on Ye and Kyrie because that's how they roll. Speaking of which, I'm glad you reminded me about that. After these midterms, I think next week's talks, November 14th, I think we're going to have a very frank discussion about why the Jewish community votes overwhelmingly Democrat. I think it's time to have that conversation. Samuel Logan said the Dems seem not to realize 2020 was their last chance. Yes and no. If 2020 didn't happen, 2016 was their last chance. We might have been in a Republican juggernaut right now. Honestly, I'll say this: if Trump would have won in 2020, Stacey wouldn't have had a chance. Even with what's going on here, Stacey wouldn't have had a chance. They wouldn't even be talking about Georgia. Yeah, they're still dragging hell. Man, look. Hillary. She'll learn. She's going to learn very fast once the Republicans come in. She's going to learn very fast. If I'm the Republicans, I say the second week that we're in, because the first week you have to dedicate to getting that border closed and getting the economy back straight. That second week, you convene a committee and you get that laptop and you start proceedings on Biden and his son. Because let me tell y'all something. This is how you destroy the Democratic Party. The Republicans take the House and Senate on Tuesday. Trump announces that he's going to run. And by next summer, you subpoena Obama over that laptop. Because again, if y'all have forgotten, a lot of that stuff with Burisma and Hunter Biden happened under the Obama administration. So it would make sense that a court of law subpoena that man. even if he didn't do nothing under oath, how does it look that a former sitting president has to go testify? The Democrats would be finished. Because once he testifies, they're going to say, okay, everybody that worked in that White House gets subpoenaed. Who knows what link it comes up to on Capitol Hill? We might need this. We might need this. But yeah. Let me see. Anything else? No. Huh. They actually have jobs open. Hmm. Let me just check this real fast and I'm going to get out of here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there's no other ones. Yeah. And Flournoy said, yep, sometimes the leg has to be broken to correct it. And then you put Motussin in it. Motussin. Motussin. You run out of tussin, put some water in it, shake it up. Motussin. Motussin. But anyway, let me get up out of here. I appreciate y'all on this special Sunday broadcast. Again, tomorrow, live show, of course. I'm going to have a live show. It's not going to be as long tomorrow. Pause. We're going to do a fun topic tomorrow. We're just going to shoot the breeze. It's birthday week. So we're just going to shoot the breeze tomorrow. No politics talk, none of that. Just going to be a nice little vibe tomorrow. And Funny said, well, what you know about Tussin? What? I'm from the hood. What? Tussin. Yes. That's when Tussin was like $3.99. My mom would always get the nasty one though. Robitussin DM. I hate that thing. But it helped. It helped. But yes, but tomorrow Talks is just gonna be a nice vibey show. Very vibey. We're just gonna shoot the breeze. I'll have people come up. We just talk, rap. You can ask me anything, and maybe I'll play some of my music. They can't flag me for playing my own music. Then, like I said, yeah, Talks is gonna be early tomorrow, folks. It's gonna be early. I'm going to do Talks at 3:00 because I have an interview for those who are on Twitter, I have an interview with Wani Spots about her traversing the world. I'm actually interested. There's actually 5 countries I want her to talk about. So I'm going to interview her tomorrow. That's probably not going to be up till Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to get that done. Then we do Talks. And then I'm going to be live on Torian's channel at 6:00 with Afro, Beatzilla, and Black Alpha Network and talk about the rally and you know, sit there and be jealous along with Beatzilla because I was bullshit. We should have went, but you know, it is what it is. And then of course, like I said, Tuesday night, folks, Tuesday night, Super Tuesday coverage. I'll have the link up and the link to come up and discuss it. Well, we're gonna go. I'm still, you know what? Since you guys are here, let's do a poll real fast. Let's do a poll real fast. If you want me to use CNN, put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to use MSNBC, put 2. If you want me to use Fox News, 3. Or if I find something else, use 4. Before I get up out of here, I'll give y'all about 60 seconds. Who's still in here to put that out there? Dun, 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 dun. And also, if you want to join the members only side, it's $5 a month. We can you'll get access to cooking videos and videos that I can't put up on YouTube proper until I edited it. All right, so I have Maxwell say use somebody else. Spidey say use Fox. I don't know where else I could use. I mean, I think the only other thing I could use is like they sometimes have like the House and Senate maps up, and every time somebody wins, they change the color. And Flournoy said MSNBC ill. I like hollering at. Yeah, let's talk about MSNBC real fast. Okay, so Tiffany Cross lost her job. All right. Honestly, I could care less. Screw her. She's very anti-black. Now everybody's trying to bring up that she does sometimes talk for black folks. I'm like, that's great. A broken clock can be right twice a day, but she's still boule. Folks, I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry. I can't feel sorry for her. I can't. She had an opportunity to be a legit voice for us, but she decided to go and buck dance. Well, I shouldn't say buck dance. Dough dance for biscuits. I can't give her a pass. Now, I don't want to see people lose their job, but that's one person that deserves it. Because the fact that she had to go put on and diss Tariq for no reason and diss a dead man, I can't give her a pass on that. I'm sorry. Y'all can get upset at me. I could give a damn. She does not get a glowing review. And I'm finna be petty. I'm fixing to be petty. I'm sorry. I'm going to be petty. Now, before I go, who remembers that I did that review of The Culture Is? Yeah. I did that review. I'm sorry. I've got to play that again. Got to play that again. Because what she did in there was crap. Folk. Tiffany Cross was going extra hard out here. She went so hard she cried, folks. I know I spoiled it. Now you'll have to go watch it. Yes, folks, she cried in this. I mean, all of them shed tears, but she was actually crying. But before she cried, folks, she cried, folk. She cried because she had no man and no kids. Because she was jealous of who was it? I think she said she was jealous of Joy, Michelle Bath, She was a coon. And a couple of the other ones, because they had men and they had families, and she didn't have any. I think she said she was like 48, and she had no man, no thing. I was like, well, then that was your fault. Hell, Joy is boule too, but she found time to make a family. So there's that. So again, I have no sympathy for that woman. I really don't. I'm good. I told you, everybody has a redemption arc, but she's like treading on unicorn status. But for her,
or a triple coon. Anti.
so there's that. But anyway, folks, I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And we're just going to keep going forward out here in these streets because the babies need us. The babies need us. So stay safe. And you know what to do when you see the palm colored people.